warm this thing up a little. And it still starts. Some annoying things with this car. Those signals. Look how fast those signals are. Also, when I go in reverse, I don't have reverse lights. There's no lights. Let's figure this out. So, a couple things. What we got to do is take off this rear panel. Terrible interior that I just spray painted with normal spray paint. Okay, now that that's out, these would be the reverse lights. Obviously, the bulb isn't bad, but I don't have anything wired. We need to figure out where the wire comes out on the front side of the car. Anyways, we're continuing where we left off yesterday. What we're gonna do is we're gonna get this multimeter, put the continuity mode, and when we get continuity, it's gonna make that funny sound. So I'm gonna run a wire from here all the way to the front and start stabbing around to see which pin is the reverse lights. We're gonna take this spool of wire and we're gonna get it onto the positive. The outside is negative, the center is positive. Shove that into the connector and run this wire to the front. Got my spool of wire. We got our voltmeter, which I'm checking continuity. Literally just gonna stab this, stabbing around this connector here until this makes a beep. Deep down inside, we have the firewall plug, and it is the very center, which I have one of these spliced off for starter signal. Let's test it another way. I'm going to apply power to it and see if the lights turn on. Okay, this is where we get our trusty power probe. Only way I'm gonna know if this works is to watch the video. Okay, we see battery voltage. The light should be on, off. Now all I have to do is go through this terrible wiring to get to the J4 connector. Man, don't know where the connector is because I've cut so many connections there. We're gonna just try to bypass it to connect it directly. Gonna turn on the ignition. Almost killed myself earlier. Started the car in gear. Don't do that. So, is there light? Awesome. I found the wires, provided power to the wire, and then instead of running the power back all the way there, so I intercepted the return wire to that connector, the starter firewall connector, and now I have reverse lights. Thank you, Bill from AUXITO. He has sent me these reverse lights. They're LED. They should be plug and play. All we got to do is pop that out, pop that in, pop this out, pop that in, and now we should have reverse lights, but with really bright LEDs. Awesome. Sugoi. Okay, so we have these awesome reverse lights, but our turn signals and hazards are still like in seizure mode, so we're gonna fix that. Okay, and if there's one thing I hate, it's wiring. Not only wiring, but wiring on my back. I have the hazards on and I'm just listening to the flasher relay. I'm gonna find it and I have a special relay to replace it with. This thing is working overtime. There we go, 3-pin relay. 3-pin relay, Toyota, Nippon Denso, flasher, factory, aftermarket, and it has an adjustment here. And you can see B, L, and E. B, L, and E. Pretty much straightforward. It is not plug and play, but maybe I can unpin the pins that are on the Toyota, depin it, and just slide them over here to make that work. And just like that, you have a plug and play relay. I just bent the pins and burned new holes. That should plug right in. Oh, well, it plugs in and my signals are slow, but the pins barely connect. Or we could take out this base, or we could just ditch the housing altogether and just shove it in there. Okay, so I want to say this is fast, this is slow, which I'm probably going to leave it on this faster one. Shout out to AUXITO for providing me with these lights. Now people will know I'm reversing in a parking lot and won't honk at me.